September 22nd, Monday. Hi, sorry. I don't know why I'm sorry. I'm saying sorry that I was having problems with the video, but you didn't know that, so I didn't need to say sorry. Because this is the new video. 24-hour gas with credit card. I need gas. They have 85 octane here. Because I guess at higher altitudes, I don't know. I don't know. It works here but not elsewhere. I don't know. So, gas. Trash. Collect the trash. I guess I could probably close a little more. Oh, stop. Stupid ass parking brake goes on automatically, and then sometimes it doesn't disengage. Well, I'll keep that. No, I won't keep. I'm returning this car tomorrow. I gotta do a trash sweep. Okay, I guess it could be filling up. Sorry. If I had a viewing audience, I would have lost a bunch of you right there. 11 bucks for 4 gallons. Almost exactly 11 bucks and 4 cents for 4 gallons. That 85 octane, $2.75 a gallon is what it said. I can't. 8 plus brain. 8 plus $3 or something like that. I guess that probably goes out to thousandths of a cent and 9/10. It says $2.75, and then 9 divided by 10. So I'll go get that because it'd be 9 thousandths, the thousandth place. Anyway, so here we are, headed to Walmart. I was gonna do just some real light, quick strengthening exercises, but it's raining and a bit chilly, so I guess that never stopped me before with the workouts. So in fact, I loved it. So maybe I'll do it after the vlog. My heart rate variability plummeted last night. And if you've been following me, you know that it kind of punched through up last night after I cut out eating caffeine. And I was like, yeah, that was the cause. And then last night it was like plummeted. So I don't know. An interesting, maybe coincidence. I don't know, maybe not. I had bad dreams last night. I slept well according to my watch, and I felt like I slept well. But I had bad dreams. I mean, those didn't disrupt my sleep, I didn't feel like, but I had them. Some kind of intense dreams. And I did a little bit of research today, and it looks like that can potentially lower your heart rate variability overnight. And so can emotional distress or unresolved emotional traumas, things like that. So I don't know if something like that's going on. Just things from my past, maybe. It's like, if I was able to resolve some of these things, would I have an even better health? Would I have better health, better ability to recover, higher heart rate variability? And apparently there is research. It didn't talk about getting these things resolved, but it talked about, like, if you have, there's that light again, if you have the something like that, you will have a good chance of having bad heart rate variability, and therefore difficulty recovering from exercise and stresses in general. What a mess. So what the heck? Oh, whatever. So wait, there's something I'm forgetting. I gotta check something. I feel like I'm forgetting. Maybe not. But kind of interesting. It's like, do I have stuff that, yeah, probably, that I don't know. I don't know. It's all kind of crazy. It's like chronic fatigue syndrome, low heart rate variability, unresolved emotional trauma, inability to recover from exercise normally. These things all go hand in hand, are highly correlated. So, I don't know. I had a theory. What if all the centuries of Viking raids on the British Isles, well, because there's this other thing called the COMT gene, and there's like a slow variation or mutation of it that, like, I think almost a third of people with Northwestern European heritage have. And one of the things it can do is make you be low energy and negative. You know, like they call it the warrior gene. Like if you had the fast version, it's the warrior, but if it's the slow, it's the worrier. Like you're anxious, I guess, and which I have dealt with that, I guess, at times. And well, not I guess I haven't necessarily recently, I don't think, but maybe it's subconsciously there. I mean, if it's a genetic level, it's like it's kind of there to some extent. So I had this theory, like, so CMT related to chronic fatigue syndrome, related to low heart rate variability, related to exercise and recovery problems. But it's like, so what if all the centuries of Viking raids caused this intergenerational trauma to a lot of people from, like, the British Isles, especially because they were raided like more than anybody, and talk about an oppressed people group. So that's just a theory. I don't know what good. Maybe someday they'll discover that, and I don't know what you can do about it. I know there's things you can do to improve your heart rate variability, like these breathing, like done. So like a deep inhale and then a long stretched out exhale. I think it's supposed to directly improve your heart rate variability, like even just in real time, and then it has a lasting effect, like if you do that occasionally throughout the day. And of course you can have sessions of doing that, and I think the Wim Hof breathing method may help with that too, even though it's not a slow exhale. That's like it's essentially hyperventilating. But guess I gotta make time for that stuff and meditation. I know it's helped me in the past, and I don't like taking the time to do it, but I think it's probably something I need to do. And the priming I talked about, I gotta make time. It just takes time, so you gotta stop what you're doing and do it. But it's raining harder now. If people saw me like exercising out in the rain, they're probably gonna think I'm crazy, and that might draw attention I don't want. So maybe for that reason, maybe I shouldn't do it. Or I could just try to do it quick. My phone can handle it. It can get wet. But I could do it as part of the vlog, I guess, and then I could like go and make new videos by just clipping out those parts of the vlog and using those in my running vlog. That'd be kind of interesting to cross over this vlog, like my journal vlog, kind of with the running vlog. What workouts could I do? I could do some squats. I could do some reverse lunges. I could do some push-ups. Do like some side steps. That's pretty tame. Maybe I'll do that. But yeah, I'm still foggy and all that. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, my HRV plummeted. Maybe I'm just fighting off illness. I don't know why it spiked up and then back down, but maybe that's a thing that can happen. Maybe I'm fighting off illness. But I did look into that trauma thing. I was like, unresolved emotional issues because of the dreams and because of my HRV tanking. And I was looking into this thing of I was thinking, does like therapy and stuff help with that? Or like somehow resolving this trauma? And I found something called expressive writing, I think it's called. And there was a study where they had people write for 4 consecutive days, 15 minutes each day, about the most traumatic experience they had and or most upsetting. And it helped people actually be healthier, even in the long run. It helped people's health and it helped people's performance. I think it was on college students. It helped their performance academically. Kind of interesting. Not too surprising. It's like kind of like journaling. But I wonder if being more specific on things that bother you maybe helps. So I did that today. I first I was like, well, what do I have that's that upsetting? Because they were like talking about people had things like witnessing the accidental death of a loved one or suicide of a loved one. I'm like, holy crap, I haven't had that. But so I listed, like, I just kind of went back as far as I can remember in life, and I listed things that were upsetting to me, even if they seemed trivial, maybe in the grand scheme of things. And I made a bit of a list, and by the end I was kind of like, oh gosh, I was was kind of upset. I was kind of sad, and I just picked one and wrote on it, and so far I don't know that I feel better. I think I might feel worse, but maybe after the end of the 4 days I'll feel better. But I know there are certain things that bother me, that I haven't resolved, and I don't think you can necessarily always, because it's not up. If it involves other people, you can't make a person apologize or change, or So I think just writing. They were saying to basically just write transparently and don't hold back and stuff. So kind of just getting your real feelings out there, I think, is supposed to be a big part of it, and just acknowledging them or something. So maybe it'll help. Maybe I could see a therapist. It would be a total trip if that raised my HRV. Like, I don't know. I didn't find anything saying that therapy raises HRV, but like, what if it could? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but it'd be cool too. Like in one of my dreams last night, I like told someone off. I let someone have it that I felt had wronged me, and and when I woke up, I felt like a tightness had released, like in my chest. Like it was almost like a tension that I didn't know I had was gone. So I don't know, because maybe that's kind of like the idea of this expressive writing or therapy or something. I just heard something. That it felt like it, literally, like in my heart got relief or something. Oh, I should be charging these headphones, and I need to take my magnesium. So I don't know. But therapy can be expensive, especially if you get with a good person. So I probably won't do it because I won't be able to afford that. So I'll probably die of a heart attack. I don't know. But So I wasn't very productive today. I did a little bit of dashing this evening. I got to platinum, got back to platinum status. So that's good. I can now get the better offers and not have to schedule dashes, which I wasn't really having to do because I had a platinum pass, but like we were dashing on Nikki's account for so long in the same vehicle that my previous 30 days I had 0 dashes at some point, and you need to have 100 in the previous 30. So I had a platinum pass that I earned somehow, and so I used that, and I basically had like a week to get to 100, and I just barely missed it, like by 6 or something. I was like at 94, so between when that ended and now I got back to 100. And I made a little money, and we got them. The Enterprise here said we could return this car here. They said, okay, here's how it works. It's an unauthorized one-way rental, and I'll just waive the fee. I mean, it was just his word. I hope he's not blowing smoke. He says, because what they would normally do is just keep your $300 deposit. He said, I'll just approve the waiver of that fee, and you'll probably be fine. He says it is possible that like a few months down the road, the place where you rented it from in Liberty, Missouri might contact you and be like, hey, we're going to charge you because you did this. But he said he'd never heard of that happening. So I guess we're going to take the chance, because otherwise we got to drive this and the van back to Kansas City and pay for more gas to do that, and pay for more rental time, because this way we'll get it was due back Wednesday at noon, but I'll be turning it back tomorrow morning. So I told him about how they charged me for a day that I didn't get, and he said, well, it could have been that they charged you to the 5-day week rate, so basically may have charged me 10 days for 14 days. But I said, well, it was the Priceline. It was the same price as Priceline quoted me based on 14 days, but I don't know, maybe Priceline was giving me that 5-day week rate, so maybe it didn't matter. But the Enterprise in Missouri didn't say that, so they just tried to throw it back on Priceline. So I think I'll probably never see that money. What else? Yeah, just kind of down today. I think we both have anxiety about going back into town, and for different reasons. And part of me, I still, according to my watch, haven't acclimated 100%. So we'll be leaving town before I have it would be funny if tomorrow morning it says 100% acclimated. That would be funny, because then I'd leave. But I'll probably be leaving before I can even be 100% acclimated. I think it's been hard, because like we came here and we went back and we came here. And the first time, I believe we were here more than 2 weeks. This time was about 2 weeks. And so I think we finally got acclimated. But now I'm like, I've been struggling to keep exercising and to acclimate. And now we're talking about coming back here again after this trip, and my sister's on board. I'm a little worried about how it's going to impact our health. To be honest. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know, I'm kind of just a dud past few days. I feel like I've hit some kind of cumulative stress thing that I'm not recovering from. Maybe it's, like I said, trying to not get sick or something. But one thing I'll need to do is get good sleep. I guess it's fairly early still. Maybe I can go do my strengthening exercises. You want to watch that? Here's my tripod. It's windy too. Windy and rainy. I actually like that for running, to be honest, because I get hot whenever. So, let's see what happens. Kind of funny. It's like when you get to go on a field trip for school or something, or when you see your teacher outside of school, you're seeing me do something other than sitting there and talk. So hopefully I don't draw too much attention. Lunge. Or maybe I should do push-ups to get my legs break. It always feels a little harder. I think my wife just peeked through the window. Okay. Oh, you have to do these side. That probably strengthens kind of lateral movement for your knees. It's a very gentle exercise. It feels almost like a non-exercise, but it's a common one, so I'm assuming it's important. I lost count. Stuff there. Do squats. The lighting's really good. The light's like up there. tell you one thing, creatine really helps with building muscle. I used to really struggle with push-ups in the last couple of years. I didn't when I was younger, but it has helped me build muscle, or helps my muscles have energy and all that. So heart rate's gone. I lost track of what I was doing. Tribute to Wim Hof. Horse stance. I always felt like I was squatting lower than Amy. The video really shows you how low you aren't. That's hard. Ooh. So. Okay. So I can use the I just noticed it said the video was paused. I have no idea when that happened. I just did work exercise outside, if you didn't see that. I guess we'll find out. I hate that kind of stuff. I kind of fumbled the phone. Maybe that's when it happened. It might have happened when I put the phone in the tripod, but I did I hope it didn't happen when before I did the exercises. Anyway, because I was going to cut those out and use them on my vlog, on my running vlog. Oh well, I guess we'll find out. So I was talking about consistency. I used to be extremely consistent. I have been relatively consistent about the last year and a half. Pretty dang consistent, but before that, I was like, I just never missed a session. Rarely. I was trying to be like David Goggins, and I guess, you know, and as far as his consistency and toughness. And so, this running vlog is helping me realize, okay, wait a second, I should do my exercise today, you know, or my run or strengthening, I don't have an excuse, really. So, and on the road, I kind of fell into excuses a little bit because it's like, well, I don't know where to run. I guess I'll do my run later. But it's like, there was a guy that ran a marathon in a submarine, just back and forth. And then a guy that inspired some people, like Ben Bridges, I think, just did a little, I think he did a marathon and like just a little back and forth distance. A guy did a marathon running around a like a In-N-Out burger or something, like before they opened. He just kept doing laps, and the cops actually came out. I can't remember how that ended, but I think he completed it. So there's no excuses. You just run circles around your car if you needed to. And strength and conditioning, if you saw that video, I just did it right here in the parking lot, right next to my door. Got in a decent workout, breathing hard, and my muscles got worked, so body weight only, so there's hardly any excuses, really. But I feel a lot better actually doing that. I was kind of in this mopey Eeyore state all day after doing that expressive writing thing, but I don't know. These have been going long, so I guess I might stop this one here. There's probably more to say, but there's always going to be more to say. So thank you guys for watching. Lord bless the people watching. Give them a quiet night and a perfect end. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Good night.